as new EU4 DLC just released today, Winds of Change with 1.37 patch, I'm coming to you with content for a country that received a lot of love in this DLC. Theodoro. Theodoro is a really nice choice because it's a tough start country. It's a really hard start. And Theodoro is not only having a really hard start, but it's also having a really hard achievement, because the Gothic invasion requires you to conquer all of the provinces with the German culture. That won't be easy. But the new mission tree that you're seeing with this DLC is helping you a lot to make it much more pleasant, while still challenging. And of course guys, before we start, please do remember to leave a subscription on the channel to get notified about all of the future content, because I know that half of you are not subscribing yet. As you see, Theodoro starts with a decent roll 254, but even more decent air 345, which is really good. The air is 1 year old, we'll be looking to get this one on the throne. We'll also have to get a consort because the ruler might die any day. Besides that, Theodoro is a brand new mission tree that I'm gonna follow and complete with the final goal of going for the Gothic invasion, which requires you to conquer all of the provinces with the German culture group. Easy peasy. This mission tree is gonna help us build up for that and get a very strong Gothic invasion CB. But well, we have to start with picking some rivals, and we're gonna take Kandar, Crimea, as well as Genoa. There will be 4 missions I will be aiming to get ASAP. One is Genoese relations, which requires me to make Genoa a rival, insult them and have 1 more thousand of troops. A Black Sea fleet requires me to have a full naval force limit of a navy, while ties with the Komnenos requires me an alliance with Trebizond, and that's what I'm definitely gonna start with. See, besides the alliance, we also need a royal marriage and 70 trust, so we'll be needing to build a lot of favors on them to increase that trust. In exchange, I'll be able to vassalize them for free. So let's start with building a free company here, insulting Genoa, for scornful insult for higher power projection. So now we can take care of our estates. Here you see we're starting with a burgher's privilege, Italian coastal influence, which is really bad for us. I'll have to complete a few missions to get rid of this modifier. Really standard setup with power points, manpower supremacy, crown a general, reform progress growth, party authority since we are orthodox, loans as well as prestige. A general is 40 tradition, 313 is pretty bad, and so is our ruler general. Start building additional galleys up to the first limit, which as we discussed will be needed for the mission. Make sure to focus admin because both of the rulers are lower on admin, and take a military advisor for morale. With the mercs build, I'm getting the Genoese relation mission, which is giving us claims on the Genoan provinces here. In the meantime, I'll be building Spine Road Circassia, because it's usually the easiest goal as a nation that we could conquer early on. To make it a bit faster, I'm gonna change my trading policy in Crimea to spy network construction. Well, Genoa allied Burgundy, so that might not be our goal in early game. Get rid of the bad privilege that we're having. We need to develop our capital to 15 while having a trader advisor. How about we go ahead and take the encourage development advisor and start deving. And not with admin mana, because admin mana will be spent on getting 1 stability, and start boosting our prosperity. Gonna improve relations with Great Ord, because it's very likely that they will want to ally us because we both rivaled Crimea. With capital developed to 15. And go ahead and take the deal with Italians mission, which is getting rid of the burghers privilege that I was mentioning, that was decreasing our local trade power and sales modifier, but is at the same time giving us more mercantilism and additional production in the province, which is making us even more money. To get alliance with Great Ord faster, I'm gonna go ahead and scornfully insult Crimea. Just gonna improve our relations with Great Ord a lot, and see you getting really close to get the alliance. Now guys, this is not pre-recorded, we just got a new champion of the Just event, which is giving us a hand tradition general. I just bet he's gonna be absolutely terrible, and he got them is 125. I'm not gonna bear this. One mistake that I did, because I should not have started building the ships myself. At least one with the deving I should have started. The second one wasn't needed because this mission gives us also 2 guys for the 0 cost and 30% of the construction time. So yeah, with the increased force limit from Deving, we just needed one ship to be built, not two of them. Anyway, there goes alliance with the Great Ord, which is gonna be a great advantage to fight against Crimea, but still remember, they allied to Kazan, so it's not a free war. I have to build up more troops myself, because Great Horde will be most probably killed by Kazan. Actually, it looks like Kandar was attacked by the Ottomans. There are no Ottoman troops here, while Kandar has 2 troops. I'm gonna go and try attacking them with humiliate rivals CB. Let's see if we can succeed and get a humiliation done on them, or at least get some money. Yeah, Ottomans were first in Sinop, but I got Kastamonu. And look, Ottomans attacks dual Kadir. So there's a big chance that they will not even take Sinop from Kandar, or they will take only Sinop from Kandar. I will not trash it. I occupy this and then going back home. With the ships down in the meantime, I'm getting the Black Sea Fleet mission, which is giving me a trade center being created in Theodoro, as well as navy tradition. From later, once we select the naval doctrine, I'll get additional galley combat ability and naval maintenance modifier. Actually, Ottomans did not take anything, so we'll be able to at least try taking over Sinop, because you need 9,000 troops to occupy it. Which is not that bad of a news, because while dealing with Kandar, I can carry favors on both Trebizond and Great Ord to attack Crimea without promising them any lands. I'm not scripting this, guys. I got this event again.
Impossible.
Which is gonna hurt our prestige, but I want to take our chances. And goddamn, it worked this time! From Kandar, I could do a show strength, which is 300 mana, but trust me, guys, I'm a bit behind with money. I'm gonna take full of it, 55 ducats. I'm gonna get humiliate for the Age of Discovery bonus and power projection. I'm gonna take transfer trade power as well to get a bit more of income in this region. Now let's use our favors on Trebizond to start increasing the trust. And since Crimea is fighting with Trebizond and is actually losing, barely winning, it's gonna be stuck on the siege forever. This is the moment for us, guys, to go ahead and attack Crimea ideally, but we'll need to promise some land to Great Ord. Or we could wait another like 1.5 years. Let's wait a little bit. Never mind. Crimea just vassalized Circassia and Trebizond, yeah, got out of this war. But at least you see Crimea is down to 8,000 troops. Do they have manpower? They do. We have to act fast. Oh no, guys, our heir just died.
Oh no! Anyway.
But we could get a noble from the Gavras family. This is 264. So the heir stats were at the level of 12. And this guy will be also 12, just less admin. That's better than nothing. With enough trust on Trebizond, I can go ahead and make them a vassal. Hello there, Mr. Trebizond. It's definitely helping with the force limit. As you see, it's giving us 1.4. I could make them my march to make it even stronger. But do we want to make them our march, or do we want to keep them for ourselves? Let's just keep them as a normal subject. So now I can go ahead, declare war on Crimea, and call Great... I was thinking about not calling Great Ord into the war, because if I don't, then technically Kazan should not have access for the Great Ord terrains. I will not have to share Great Ord with my gains. I think so. I don't think they will give access. If they don't give them access, then I'll just 1v1 Crimea, and after 3 years I'll have 100% of the war score. That's what I'm gonna try doing. It looks like Ottomans already killed Byzantium, now they're dealing with Serbia and Venice. In the meantime, first guarantee form is gonna be obviously the tax meta. Actually, I'll take the tax meta because I need money. And it looks like I got utterly trolled because Great Ord granted military access to Trebizond.
No! God, please, no! No!
So, Kazan is in our terrains already.
No!
But what if I go ahead now and call Great Ord to arms? I have all of the terrains I needed occupied, so I just need their help with the battles now. Not sure if I'm gonna win it. I'll be outnumbered, but I have a much better general and I have the tech advantage. It's still, I don't think, should be enough against a horde. But as you see, the battle is going really nicely for us. This is going really nicely, but with huge losses that we received. The question is, where are they running away to? Just to save some money, I'm gonna give occupation of Crimea to Trebizond, as they're gonna pay for it. Let's see if we can kill Kazan troops, as most of their army is standing on the mountain. So it won't be an easy battle, but it's a horde attack behind. We have a numbers advantage, and that's a goddamn wipe. Yes! Just have to rush right now and stand on the capital, so there's a chance of white piecing them. Full money, and I'm gonna break some of the relations simply to get more prestige. Especially that a war participation is 74%, so most of that money is going straight to us. Same as for the war of Crimea, I'm gonna fully annex them. It should be not fine, get them, Ottomans! How about we don't take these two provinces? Still too much, Azeraba. How about we take this just to connect townlands? You see, that's far too much of AE on the Ottomans, so we could just... I need only 4 provinces for the mission. What about I take 5, I break the subject Circassia, and I take full money. And this way, somebody could have been thinking, Zlewikk, you took 30 loans, what the hell, you're gonna die and then go bankrupt. What loans, guys? What loans? Obviously we have a bit of inflation, but that was a small price we had to pay for salvation. Crimean oppressors gives us a general of 60 tradition and additional shock damage. Not too good. And now I have to focus on conquest of Genoa, but to do so I will have to wait for Italy to leave the A3. So yeah, that's why it takes time, and we have to focus on Imereti now, and then also on Circassia, but obviously we have a bit of a truce now. That also gave us some Kremlin, so it's above 10%, and we've got Cossacks unlocked. For the next mission, we got upgrade our center of trade and capital to level 2. That's why I'll go to burghers and retake the 1% loans. Update the trade center here, and now we need province trade power to be at least 20. It's 26, so you can go ahead and click it. You see that unlocks us a burger estate place with list of regulations that is granting us 15% goods price modifying livestock provinces, and also 75% cheaper advisor. The thing is, I don't think I can afford him yet. That's why I'm not gonna click it. For now. We gotta go ahead and take trade power from Trebizond. That's what's gonna strengthen our trade power in Crimea. And I'm also gonna go ahead and attack Imereti, where I'm seriously considering giving most of the provinces, maybe these 2 provinces to Trebizond and these 2 to myself. Yeah, and of course Great Ord wasn't really happy about me taking these provinces. So he's gonna die anyway. Just wait 5 years. I set my attitude towards Ottomans as threatened, so we might try finding allies among the rivals and enemies. Hello there, Mr. Muscovy. I know that you wanted to be our ally. Let's just secure this. I think it's mostly as a protection in case Ottomans will want to attack us. Since I had pretty decent amount of power points and institution is coming, I decided to dev Theodoro up to 30, which is a couple of dev clicks. That gives me a second mission here, and soon once I get the Renaissance spread to the other provinces, I'm gonna get the Golden Era started. Obviously we got warned by the Ottomans, but we don't care. There goes the institution. I'm gonna take 3 loans to embrace it, which is totally fine. But I also need to take the Tech 5 here. Not gonna take the Tech 5 here yet. That should make it us more likely to get the alliances with one of these guys. The Russian aristocracy is asking us to either have 20,000 troops or alliance with a nation of capital in Russian region that has at least a hand development, Moscow for example. And depending which one of these 2 I do, I will get a different reward. If I just had 20,000 troops, I could get a restoration from Casus Belli on Moscow, and I was seriously thinking about that. But alternatively, you unlock the Russian Alliances branch. We double check the dev diary about these branches. Okay, so there's a choice. I either get a PU and make it cheaper to annex, and I might allow it to form Russia, or alternatively I make an alliance with Moscow, which will allow me to recruit Streltsy with some additional modifiers. Since Moscow is a bit behind with the technology and their amount of the troops is not that strong, I think I will try getting the PU on them, so I'm not gonna click this yet. Since a big chunk of our mission tree is around conquest of Ottomans and the Balkans, I went ahead and made some really crucial alliances with Venice and Hungary. I also Austria, but we'll see what we can do. In the meantime, Tech 5 on admin is unlocking as the first idea group. I was thinking a lot what would work here. Honestly, I will go for espionage ideas because we'll expand a lot in high-def provinces with a lot of AE that is a different religion than ours. There's also some other good bonuses about which I will speak once I'll be unlocking them. Anyway, in the meantime, we've got a war to declare on Great Ort, especially that they are at war with the Ottomans, which attacked Skandar, and Ottomans will be occupying provinces we want to take, so just... yeah, we will have to deal with Uzbek, if they even come here. Why the hell they built 2 forts here? How much money do you have? Obviously Uzbek has nothing else to do than with their 30,000 troops than coming straight to Crimea to siege us down. Let's see how we can fight here. It's 14,000 versus 23,000. I have a bit better general, but not really much better. I can get additional 2,000 out of the siege. And you see you have 0.8 more morale, a bit less of discipline, and they have 25% shock damage on freaking flatlands. Obviously on top of that we've got a tech advantage. Yeah, we still do. And we soon will have actually tech 6, so even if I was losing around here, I would just destroy them at tech 6. We've got a 0 to 1 regency in the meantime, but it's just for 2 years, it's fine. And Uzbek, they are kinda down to 18,000 troops. People call it a rebel bombing. I can do it for an event. Hello there, 5,000 from Great Ort. How are you doing? Oh, I think it's not the best battle for you. With 10 of Patriarch rate, I could either go for discipline or improve relations and an AE impact. Think right now I'll need discipline and manpower much more. My AE impact I'll get from here as well as here. We maybe not directly just got declared by the Ottomans because they declared on Trebizond, but both Hungary and Venice are gonna help us, so in the number wise we are technically in advantage, and I'm saying technically because Hungary is on tech 4, but I'm about to take tech 6, which is giving us a lot military wise. I just have to get rid of this war ASAP to deal with defend from the Ottomans. Because 50,000 of them and the allies are coming to Trebizond now. It's really unfortunate. I have to get rid of this war ASAP. 24 ducats is all I can get.
All that for a drop of blood.
I will come back to Great Ort later. And forgot to mention that Traitors Masquerade, that 30k would help a lot. They goddamn rejected our call to arms. There goes tech 6. Why I'm saying it's so important? It's getting infantry 5.2, infantry shock 0.3, so it's 0.5 in total. And reminder, infantry has 0.35 of fire and 0.65 of shock on this tech, so it's in total 1. When it's getting additional 0.5, so it's pretty much half more. Let's just try using it to deal with the Ottomans. My first try will be against a stack of the Ottomans that will be at low morale due to a battle of rebels. I knew this 20k would try to reinforce it, that's why I scourged everyone at this school. It's gonna take them some time to go for this province. Which... why is this battle still so hard for us? They will be here on the 13th of November, and if I scorch this, I should have enough time to run away to the rest of the allies. At least I'm buying time for them to siege down Balkans. I find it funny, but it's 1468, Burgundian succession did not happen, and Genoa allied both Burgundy and France. Even though they're not in nature, I have no chance of dealing with them. Let's see if we have a chance of dealing with this 20k of the Ottoman troops. Keep in mind, Hungary is still on tech 4. I'll take 2,000 from the siege as well, and yep, it's not that bad for us. How's Ottoman's manpower? 7,000, it should be good. I would really use this 50,000 troops sieging down Greece, why they could help me defending my homeland. Well, it's not that bad because they crossed, and I'm keeping them busy in my homeland while the allies are sitting down. There goes our golden era. And it is indeed a golden era, except the allies are still not willing to fight the Ottomans on my homeland. In the meantime, I got AE impact from espionage ideas, spy network construction, siege ability, as well as merc maintenance. While tier 3 government reform is gonna be focused on reform progress growth. This is it, guys. From the Ottomans, I'm gonna take the Crimean provinces, Constantinople for the mission, Sinop, Shugla, as these are the trade centers, most importantly war reparations, and a bit of money since 60 ducats out of it will go to us. Remember, guys, I'm pretty much on max loans. But this is fine, guys. This was all planned. This was all planned. Isn't it beautiful now? Well, I should be able to add both Shugla and Sinop to trade company. And now we just need to deal with Genoa. And it might be a best chance to do so because France is not so willing to help. Burgundy is. But they might just not reach us. That's our best chance. You know what, guys, I'm gonna take the risk. I might not have a better opportunity than this one. I might be doing a terrible mistake, but let's try. Genoese could have really landed to one of these 3 forts, because I cannot get there. Ottomans won't give me an access. But instead they landed in Trebizond, which should be an easy wipe for us, because they don't have ships to run away into. Well, this is more than an easy wipe. Or that's not! No, they are lying to Gothia, so actually that's even more extra war score. It's gonna hurt my income again, but I'm building even more of galleys. Just to try and beat them. Since they're landing here, they finally came up with their mind. See, I could get access from the Ottomans. Not sure if that's gonna be actually good for us, but I'm gonna try. Because that's potentially 3 war score. Oh, that's a lot of 3 war score, already 20. You know, I won't risk it. Once I clear the troops, I'm gonna cancel military access from the Ottomans and I might retake it again later. Now with more galleys, I'm destroying... Destroying is a big word. But I did make a decent battle against their fleet. I'm just double checking if we want to continue fighting. Look how close it was to kill this one. Just run away from the battle. They've lost 3 galleys, I've lost 1. This is it, guys. Burgundy is coming with their troops.
But you can't do this to me.
And he has tech 6. That won't be an easy war. But you know what? In January I'm gonna take tech 7 with the military. I know a bit ahead of time, but it has to be done. And I'm also gonna go ahead and recruit... Yes, we are gonna recruit some additional mercs, which is gonna be just a free company. I'm not sure if I'm gonna win it, but I'm attacking them being a bit outnumbered to protect Crimea. The battle's actually not that bad, but I think we're gonna lose it. Good try. Good try. I'll come back here later. Let's see here with 20,000 troops, because I got rid of the Cossacks host and recruited Grand Company Merc instead. Think we have a much bigger chance of winning now. But we would probably need a bit better rolls than 5 to 9 in shock phases. Well, let's go back and try again. And seriously, Burgundy thinks they're gonna cross the Sea of Azov. No, you stay here, I wipe your subjects' troops. I could piece this war out already, but I want to take care of the Ottoman rebels first, and probably wipe all of these troops as well. Yep, Burgundy is on low altitude. We can get rid of them. Just a bit more of war score in this war, and I see being carpet siege, but I'm trying to deal with this goddamn siege. This is it, Mr. Genoa, taking all of these provinces, full money, war reparations, and breaking the alliances. 106,000 troops lost on their side, and I think it does not count Burgundy unless they fixed it. And thanks to this, I have questioned Azov mission, which is giving us a bunch of claims on the terrains that I already own, but also even the remnants of the Genoese event, which gives me 400 ducats. Mercenary bonuses, or reduce devastation, I don't really need it. 400 ducats for sure. Then we can get the Black Sea domination, which is a very cheap advisor, as well as a burger privilege that I'm gonna take immediately, the livestock regulations. Then the Gothia ascendant is perma claims on the whole Ruthenia and Anatolia regions. So this too. It changes our name to Gothia, and I'm getting another cheaper advisor, this time for discipline. I might not be able to afford them long term, but yeah, we actually can repay a bunch of our loans, but not all of them. We'll have to do a few things. Definitely to reduce our inflation, as I also had a mission for this. And we're gonna deal with a lot of stuff now. 340 is certainly not the heir that I'm looking for. Let's disinherit. And we're not gonna slow down now, because I'm gonna take the Russian aristocracy mission, which is giving us PUCP on Muscovy. And let's see what the other missions are requiring us here. Oh my god, I conquered so much! Making them our personal union, you see, would give us improved relations. And it's like culture group people accepted. Then once we do this, yeah, that will be what I mentioned. So ability for them to form Russia, or just simply making annexation cheaper. They're never gonna be loyal, but I'm gonna try. Just call Hungary and have some fun. They're still at Tech 5. Also, to further fix our money issues, I'm gonna sell our titles to keep a top of 10. It's not perfect, but that's definitely gonna be much better with a bit less of loans. Because as you see, with decreased interest, we are not losing that much money anymore. Army quality of Muscovy might be having some issues. Oh, Michael, no, this is not kind of an error that I need. Tech 7, what that mean? Second idea group. Oh, yeah, I'm not sure what to go with. Offensive would be helpful for the siege ability, and not but policy with spinal conscription. But I don't really think about admin ideas simply. Advisor cost is cool, but simply for having enough money to cover all of the provinces I'll be conquering very soon. Alternatively also religious? No, I will go for admin, guys. Yeah, this is it, Muscovy, making them our personal union. 460 ducats for ourselves, because of obviously not taking all of the ducats. Not much of AE thanks to our modifiers. And that also gave us a free defensive war against Denmark, where I can call in my allies, but probably will not need to do that. Anyway, our Russian claim is gonna give us mission to improve relation, and also every own province in Russia will lose 20 autonomy and 20 years of separatism. My Palace of the Tsars is the atop the Kremlin event, where, as said, an extra person is gonna be cheaper, and honestly, I don't really need to annex them. I need to make them loyal, which will take time. So this is also not happening anytime soon, the formation of Russia. We might end up just getting the manpower then. Now, to make them loyal, gonna be super hard, but yeah, they should go bankrupt soon probably, so they will be out of troops. That should help a bit. In the meantime, just simply improving relations and fixing the trust. That obviously made us a great power. Number 4. Now, whenever you get a PU, you have to keep in mind one most important rule. Once your rule dies, and your opinion with the PU is negative, you will lose that union. That's why I'm improving these relations immediately. Now the Burgundian succession happened. Once they beat the shit out of them. And they are a junior part of the Palatinate. Like, even though Austria is the emperor. Well, anyway, in the meantime, we'll be fixing the borders. First with the war against Great Horde. Final espionage ideas is vassalization acceptance, favor growth, as well spy action cost modifier. And now I'm also hitting mill points cap, which means we're gonna def a couple of provinces since the burghers are loyal for the next 2 months. I think I'm gonna mainly focus on getting rid of devastation because there's some of it around, like here is 60 of it in some of the provinces, but without spending any other power points than the mill. So it's not gonna go down to 0 everywhere, but in most of the provinces, yes. War with Great Ord and Staircase is certainly fixing our name placement, something to put into a thumbnail video. We don't like the thumbnails, but it's also a mission into the steppes that's giving us plenty of permaclaims. I think including some provinces that they own, so they'll be cheaper to core. And the estate privilege, freedom of the steppes, will now grant -2 honors in the steppe provinces, while Sarash is going to get a merchant, caravan power and Cossack loyalty equilibrium. Next step is to first of all go into Ruthenia. Besides that, go into Caucasia, we're already kinda here, and go even farther into Certain Asia. Second war of the Ottomans is gonna be a bit more interesting, even though the first one was already interesting. See, Hungary just declared a war on Ragusa, which is protected by the Ottomans. So they're already fighting, 37,000, 41,000. So I can declare right now with a bit of a help from Venice. So altogether have more troops with Ottomans and their allies, but it will be a probably less coordinated attack, but still I want to go ahead and try. In the meantime, tier 4 guarantee form is gonna be super helpful because this is yearly patriarch authority. Since I'm a bit ahead of time in the mill points, and I'm on the good way to make Moscow loyal, just go ahead and find a province that is very cheap to develop on their side. And spend a couple of mill points. Sit at 60. I can go and enable the loyalist. 3 ducats a month. I can't afford it. I'd rather develop the provinces a bit more. That makes them loyal, so you have additional 30,000 troops. That's gonna help me with the Ottomans, but I have a huge help if they are Miltech 5. This war is pure pain for us, and we're making a lot of damage to the Ottomans, but the issue is Hungary already peaced them out, and Venice is not as useful as they were supposed to be. So I end up taking again a couple of loans and getting more mercs. I feel like I spent half of this campaign fighting the Ottomans because these wars are really pretty hard to run, and we've killed 80,000 troops of just Ottoman troops in this war, but with Hormuz and Tunis that were in this war, we've killed much more, much over 100,000, more than we've lost. So here you are, I'm trying to connect my lands in Anatolia with the good borders. Obviously I'm taking full money because Venice did dog shit in this war. Don't surrender. And I'm also taking war reparations. A perfect peace deal, so 125,000. These are more than perfect borders of Gothia. Now, let's take a look. We've got a mission fulfilled, a merchant's family home for taking over a big chunk of Anatolia. It's giving us permaclaims of the Balkans Legion. It's changing the culture in Constantinople to Gothic. I'm getting a culture conversion cost and time modifier, especially for later. And finally, a Successors of Rome event, where I could either get some ruler bonus, once say from Byzantium, but we're not forming anything, we're staying Gothia, or the Gothic culture will move to the German group, and we get the Gothic monarchy tier 1 guarantee form that's giving us mercenary maintenance and mercenary manpower. Let's take a look. We're spending 5.11 wow mercs right now. So with this, we're gonna spend 4.3. Well, now I have to organize this. This is a tragedy. So how about... Oh, this is bad. I can stop it easily, right? So we just need 75. Tick. Yep. So, first of all, let's go ahead and core all of these provinces and these provinces. Let's make sure to decrease autonomy wherever it is applicable. Add a bit more provinces to trade company in Anatolia. It's gonna be a bit stronger. That's gonna give me an actual merchant. Then I'm gonna go ahead and repay a couple of loans. I don't have that much of money from this war, but it's definitely decreasing the interest we are paying. Then I'll also go ahead and move my main node to Constantinople at last. This devastation has to go down. This all allowed me to reach 14 of trade income. and 27 with total income. Just a reminder, before the war with Ottomans it was around 17, 18. During the war with the Ottomans, by the end of it, it was 14. As I'm okay with adding mana, it is fine. It's more important to reduce inflation. Let's spend some points on this. And you see now, even though I'm paying for the army, I'm just on -2 of balance, but if I don't root out corruption and don't prepare for the army, it's 4 of the balance. So now we'll be simply scaling all of these guys. Why repaying our debt? We have 15 out of 42 loans available. But anyway, this will happen in the part 2 of this series, because obviously we are still going for the Gothic invasion goal. So the next episode we are certainly going to the Balkans, and we will try to dissolve the HRE to start expanding over there. But for today, guys, thank you so much for watching. If you do enjoy this series, remember to leave a like. It helps a lot to push the videos to more people. And of course, subscribe to the channel to get notified about the future videos. Bye bye!